If you think your social media feed is neutral, let me break it to you. It's about as neutral as a MAGA drunk uncle at your Thanksgiving dinner. You know the one. Loud, inappropriate, totally convinced he's just asking the questions.
Look who it is. MAGA Nation in the house. Who's thankful for Trump this year? This guy is. This guy. Oh good, Larry's here. Will you pass the cranberry sauce so I can choke on it, please? Go ahead and laugh, but let's talk some facts.
Yeah, that's your algorithm. My name is Rictor, and this is my response to Module 9, Recordings and Assignment, CSC 640, Social Media and Identity. We've been taught to think of technology as objective, as something that's fair, as the great digital equalizer. But when the code is written by people who've never had to question their worldview, objectivity goes out the window and oppression gets optimized. Journalism professor Meredith Broussard calls it out, plain and simple. When you build tech without diversity in mind, you're not just leaving people out, you're coding in discrimination. Professor Safiya takes it even further. At one point, Google's algorithm auto-suggested porn when you searched for black girls. Yes, you heard me right. Your daughters, sisters, neighbors, students, mothers, reduced to sexualized data points because the system was reflecting the biasness baked into our society and profiting off of it. And want to know something even more disgusting, boys and girls? Chinese-based TikTok used Cardi B's song WAP, yes, Wet Ass Pussy, to push content that was accessible to middle schoolers here in the United States. Meanwhile, in mainland China, users couldn't even access that song, so they restricted it at home, but profited off of exploiting American kids with it. I think we found a new chapter for Dr. Noble's next book. In fact, dare I say, Dr. Noble would likely see TikTok's algorithmic pandering of adult content to children as yet another example of how powerful platforms driven by profit and lacking ethical oversight exploit vulnerable populations. This time, kids. Here's where it gets even darker. Just like with TikTok, the more you click, the more it shows up. Seems harmless, right? Until that innocent search for line dancing turns into a never-ending loop of cowboy boots and yeehaw and howdy ho, or worse, your conservative uncle's memes evolve into a full-blown QAnon rabbit hole. Noble calls it the algorithmic confessional booth, but instead of offering grace, it radicalizes you and then sells your data to the highest bidder. Didn't Frances Hogan blow the whistle on this exact same thing at Facebook? Rage bait, engagement hacking. It's not a bug, it's the business model. It's not a glitch, no, it's the way, it's the new norm. Broussard calls it frictionless oppression. Noble calls it digital redlining. And me, I call it a digital dumpster fire. The algorithm, especially TikTok's, isn't your friend. It's your nosy neighbor with a spreadsheet and no chill. So what do? First, we call it out loudly, relentlessly. Then we demand better. Ethical AI standards. Accountability for platforms that profit off harm. Diverse development teams who understand what inclusion really means. And as Dr. Noble says, we don't need better ad targeting. We need justice. We need inclusion. And honestly, a lot less Zuckerberg. So, at the end of the day, we only have each other. And it's one more thing we need to teach our kids while trying to navigate this online jungle.